Hey Miss Gia's class! Welcome to your English video for today. Today is Wednesday, July... What's the date today? Today's the 6th. Today's the 8th. Wednesday, July 8th. Even Miss Gia forgets what day it is. Oh my goodness. So, you guys have been practicing your transport vocabulary, talking about things that go. Things like bicycles and trains and planes and cars and rocket ships, all of the transportation. We're going to look today at a presentation about transportation all around the world. So this can be in places where you know about, maybe things that you don't know about. So let's see how much we learn today and how much we review. So we use lots of different kinds of transport in different places around the world. Can you think of a couple different transports in other countries? Maybe countries that you have visited or countries you have lived in that we don't really find in Santiago? What do you think? Well, let's see. I'm trying to think, and in New York, the transportation is pretty similar to what we have here. I can't really think of anything different. There is a cable car. We do have a cable car to get to one of the islands that's near New York City. Oh, and we have ferries. That's something we don't have here in Santiago because we're not close to a lot of water. But in New York City, we use ferries, which are very, very big boats, and those will take you from one island to the other island. And also, do you remember in history class, we looked at two different cars. We looked at an old car and a new car. So obviously, transportation has changed a lot. Can you think of ways transportation has changed? And why do you think it's changed so much? Yeah, you guys can send me your answers too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at transportation in these 5 different places. Okay, one of them's a country, 2 of them are countries, and 3 of them are cities. So let's start with Alaska. Alaska is in the United States, and it's very cold there. This is the type of transportation they use often in Alaska. They use sled dogs. So that means that you are sitting here on the sled, and you have a team of 12 dogs. We can count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oops, only 10 dogs. Miss Gia didn't count right. 10 dogs that pull you on the sled because there's a lot of snow. Would this transportation work here in Santiago? What do you think? Maybe like in the mountains, but I don't think we ever get this much snow. So yeah, I don't know if it would be the best idea here. Also, they use ski-doos, which are these big snowmobiles. So it's like a car that drives on snow, and you can pull things on them. But if you look at the feet, for example, the feet back here or the feet here, are they using wheels like a regular car? They have some wheels here, but no, these are like big skis. Like if you've ever gone skiing or snowboarding, this is what that idea is. So you have something flat that can push through the snow. Okay, let's go see now what we're going to find in San Francisco. San Francisco is a town or a city in the United States, in the state of California. Now, San Francisco has a lot of hills. Okay, that's what it's very famous for. So the city goes up, 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 and then down, 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 and then up, 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 and then down, down. So it's kind of hard to walk a lot in San Francisco. You get really tired. So people take these cable cars or trams. These trams. And you can hop on, you pay like you would pay for a bus, and they will take you up, 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 up the hill. So you don't have to exercise that much. Okay, let's look at Venice. Venice is a city in Italy. And it's very famous because there are very few roads. There are almost no cars in Venice. This is what they use in Venice. They use a boat called a gondola. A gondola is a boat where you sit in. It's very narrow, and there's a gondoliere, or a man or a woman who stands on the back, and they use a really long piece of wood to row and steer, change the direction of the gondola. Now, there's also ferries, these big boats here, that you can go on, and they'll take you to places too, because a gondola can be pretty expensive. But a ferry is just like a bus on water. So you say, okay, I need to go from this point to this point. And you look and see if there is a ferry that will take you from this point to this point. Now, here's a surprise. Who's this person? That's Miss Gia. It is. It's me. So you might remember, maybe you don't, I used to live in Italy. And I went to Venice a couple of times. So here I am, I'm standing in front of a gondola. Okay, and you can see they're very beautiful. They have lots of designs on them. They're usually painted on the inside. Okay, and then this is a picture, this one here and this one on the bottom, of when I was in a gondola. So I went in one, and we went on the water, and this is what it looks like. So the buildings come right to the edge. There's no like sidewalk, there's nothing like you imagine on a street. The buildings come right to the edge, and you park your boat, and then you walk on this dock here. Most of the houses have a dock. And you walk and you go into your house or to the building that you need. Now, obviously, behind this building, there's a little piece of land. So you can walk, and there's lots of bridges, like this one, that cross the water from one side of the island to the other side of the island. Okay? But many people, it's very popular to go in a gondola and have a ride. Okay, now, let's see. We're going to look at the Maldives. The Maldives are in Asia. They're very beautiful. And let's see. This are the Maldives. And they are in the Indian Ocean. I know you guys talked about oceans with Miss Krista. So that's... Oops. Oh, no. Miss Gia went crazy. Okay. So... you can see the water is beautiful, really blue and clean, but as it says, it's a group of tiny islands. So, it's a group of islands. How do you think people travel around these islands? What transportation do they use? You can maybe see some examples in the picture. Let's see. Well, they go by boat. That's the most common way to travel in the Maldives. So, like you see here, there's a boat there, there's another boat there. Some of them have covers, some of them don't, like this one. What's another way you think that people travel? Or what transportation do they use? Seaplanes! This is cool. This is a plane that can land on the water. So it doesn't need to have solid ground to land like a regular plane. This plane starts on the water and it takes off, and then when it's finished, it lands on the water again. So it says they can hold up to 15 people. That means that 15 people can fit inside of here. They can take off from and land on the surface of the water. Isn't that cool? Did you know that planes could do that? Not all planes, only seaplanes. But that's really cool. Alright, and finally, let's check out in Thailand. Thailand is in Asia. It's a smaller country, but they have some very cool transportation. So these are very, very popular in Thailand. And they are called tuk-tuks. Tuk-tuks are kind of like a taxi. So you stop one of the tuk-tuks, you say, "Hey, sir, excuse me." He stops. And you climb in the back. You see there's like a little seat here in the back. And you tell them where you want to go. And that is how you get around. If you don't have a car, or maybe you don't want to walk, you can ride in a tuk-tuk. Another way that people get around in Thailand that's very popular is using scooters. So maybe like a Vespa or some scooter that is gasoline. So I don't mean a scooter like with your feet. I mean a scooter that you sit on like vroom, kind of like a motorcycle. So that's another way that you can get around. Okay, let's see. What do you think of all those transports that we saw? All those different forms of transportation. Which one looked like the most fun to you? So in your opinion, which was the most fun? And which one do you think is best for the environment? Or which do you think are better for the environment? Maybe they are not perfect, but maybe they are better than other options or other choices. So let me know, what do you think? Which one looked like the most fun? And which one seems like it's better for the environment? Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed our talk about transportation. I will see you guys tomorrow in Zoom. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay in touch. Bye!